Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to review the features which are available in the Lal Kitab Dashboard. This Lal Kitab Dashboard contains 5 important sections, and we are going to review them one by one in this video. So once you open the app, you can go and open any chart. Once you open the chart, under Lal Kitab menu on the left hand side, you will find the first item, which is your Lal Kitab Dashboard. For me, it opens by default because that is something which I've made as my default landing page. So on this Lal Kitab dashboard, you will find 5 important sections. Your first and foremost is on the top left, you will find the Lal Kitab chart. So this is nothing but your birth chart without any houses, without any signs. So this is just based on the houses. And one of the things that you will notice here is one of the planets out of 9 planets will be highlighted here in a different color. And that we'll talk about in a moment. So your first very important thing that you will find on the Lal Kitab dashboard is your Lal Kitab chart. Then under your Lal Kitab chart, you will find the 35-year dasha. So this 35-year dasha is based on your 35-year dasha calculation, which is available under Lal Kitab. So the calculations which we are using here is the one which is suggested by the topmost Lal Kitab Astrologer. So this is the one calculation which has been working very remarkably accurate. So this is what we are using here. And here you will notice that one of the planets, one of the rows will get highlighted, right? Which means this is the current dasha as per the 35-year cycle for this native. So you can also, now this is the Mahadasha. So you can see Mars Mahadasha is running, and that's why Mars was highlighted in the chart above. And the same Mars is also highlighted on the right hand side chart, which is your Varshphal chart. And we'll talk about this Varshphal chart in a moment. So once you click on the Mars, once you click on the current Mahadasha row, you will also be able to see what are the Antardashas which are running for this Mahadasha. So here you can see this Mahadasha of Mars will have 3 Antardashas, which are Mars, Saturn, and Venus. And again, time periods of all these dashas and Antardashas are given here. Now, you can always go back to the Mahadasha just to see or review what are the different Mahadashas and what are the dates for different Mahadashas based on this 35-year cycle. So this is what you will see on the left-hand side. Now, moving on to the right-hand side. So on the right-hand side, you will find the Varshphal chart, right? So here on this screen, you can always, by default, it will display you the Varshphal chart of the current year. But you have an option of going back and also in the future. So you can always use these arrows to go back to how many ever years that you want to go, or you can use this drop down to change the year, or you have this forward arrow also to go into the future. So all these options are available to you on this screen. So this is the current year Varshphal chart, and under the current Varshphal chart, you will also see the Varshphal dashas. So what are the different dashas which are running as per the Varshphal dasha system of Lal Kitab? So again, this calculation has been vetted, and it is something which is recommended by the topmost Lal Kitab astrologers. So what you will find here is that for this native, these are the different dasha periods for this particular year, and it's a kind of a very, very important tool, and it gives very, very accurate results. And you can apply the same rules for predicting the dasha results and the Varshphal dasha results based on how you will identify the results of the planets in the Lal Kitab chart. So below the Varshphal chart, below the Varshphal dashas, you will find the other details. So here in this section, you will find Takat Ka Paimana, the planet which is having the highest score for Takat Ka Paimana concept of Lal Kitab. So for this native, we can see that as per Takat Ka Paimana, Moon has the highest strength for this native in this chart. Then the second thing that you will find here is the Buddha Ka Bhed. Buddha Ka Bhed means how the Mercury will behave in the chart of this native. right? So that is the Budga Bhed. Again, if you are familiar with Lal Kitab, you know this concept very well. Then third important thing that you will find here is Dhoke ka Grah. So the Dhoke ka Grah changes every year. So for each Varshphal, Dhoke ka Grah will be different. Now the rule about Dhoke ka Grah, as you might know, is it gives either very very good results or it will give very very bad results. So it is always two times good or two times bad. So that is the rule about this Dhoke ka Grah. And as I said, it changes every year. So if I go up and change the year, you will also find Dhoke ka Grah is changing for me based on the current year. And then last thing on this page is the Kismet ka Grah. So Kismet ka Grah, again, we know how to calculate Kismet ka Grah. So this is the same calculation which tells us what is which is the planet which has the highest strength as per the Kismet ka Grah calculation. So this is all you will find on this Lal Kitab dashboard. Again, you have different features which are available under Lal Kitab module. We'll go in the separate videos under each of these features, but for now, that's all I've got to cover in this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to put them in the comment section.